Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Discovery Trends. On September 13, 2018, Conan O'Brien announced that he will be streaming 4,000 episodes of his show via temcoco.com, his official website. The launch happened in January of 2019. It can be overstated how much of a late night with Conan O'Brien fan we AKK are. We actually are. If you talk about me, when I discovered the show when I was 10, I immediately fell in love. He was everything Jay Leno wasn't. Funny, smart, absurd, subversive. To this day, Conan is still one of my biggest comedy influences. While there are an overabundance of late night with Conan retrospectives, I noticed they recap the same sketches over and over. We will remember classics like Slipknot's The Year 2000, The Walker, Texas Ranger Lever, and the ever popular Conan Plays Old-Timey Basketball. However, the show was so much more than these few sketches. Of course, these sketches are the most remembered because they are also the most shared online. During my research for this article, I found that many videos I wanted to include couldn't be found online, which underscores the need for the Conan archive. I remember Conan playing games with his audience and giving audience members ridiculous prizes that the prop department created. In a sketch that still haunts me, Conan had band member Mark Pender stripped to flesh-colored underwear so that they could figure out the right texture for Nickelodeon slime. Then there are others like Quacker the shit-eating duck that are online through sheer luck. The good news is that there is still a wealth of lesser-known sketches floating around the bowels of YouTube. Here are 7 of the funniest Conan moments. But before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button to enter our monthly shout-out giveaway. Just comment down below saying I subscribed and we'll enter you into the giveaway. Let's jump right into it then. Number 1. Joel Goddard's love for Asian men. Late Night with Conan O'Brien loved to make Joel and Max Weinberg perverts. Max banged anything female, whereas Joel did anything that moved. Conan's Late Night was definitely the only show with an announcer who was perfectly comfortable playing a depraved bisexual with a preference for Asian men. The fact that Joel agreed and the writers got away with this premise repeatedly is mind-boggling on so many levels. Is it funny, racist, or both? Number 2. SAT analogies. Conan's SAT analogies stayed a beloved part of the show long after analogies were removed from the actual SATs. The reason is simple. They were hilarious. The reason Conan's analogies didn't get enough love anymore is also simple. The references are dated. Still, that doesn't make any of them less funny. It just makes the nostalgia stronger. Number 3. Arnold Meet Arnold. One of Conan's earliest guests was none other than the Governor himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who in the mid-90s was still best known for his bodybuilding skills and funny laugh. The two have enjoyed a love-hate relationship ever since Conan revealed his flabby physique in the form of an almost nude cardboard cutout in a desperate bid for fitness tips. When Schwarzenegger points at Conan's paper crotch and laughs before moving on to the host's girly breasts, Conan puts his foot down. Arnold, when you make fun of my boobies, you go too far. But on those occasions when Conan couldn't score an interview with the Austrian hunk, he was forced to improvise. Thanks to the wonders of green screen technology, all Conan had to do was grab a still photo of the Terminator, insert a green screen mouth, and voila, pseudo Schwarzenegger. Conan pulled the same stunt with Bill Clinton during the Monica Lewinsky scandal. I'm gonna testify, old Billy. I'm gonna testify, old Billy Belowed. Fiction met reality in 1999 when Conan introduced the real Arnold to the fake one. I knew you were going to do that. Look, I know you too well. I watch your show all the time. It's one of your old tricks, Schwarzenegger says before asking Conan to stare into the camera and sit very still. What follows is one of the most hilarious impressions of O'Brien ever, especially the part when Arnold says on Conan's behalf, I'm a little girly man. I've never had sex before. I have these beautiful breasts, saucy Governor. Number 4. If you thought Vigoda and Conan were an odd pairing, check out Conan and Martha Stewart. Their chemistry is pleasantly surprising and they both seem to agree, as evidenced by their numerous appearances on each other's shows. One of their most memorable segments involves an excursion to the DIY maven's upstate New York farm, where Conan covets her impressive film crew. We only have one effing camera, enjoys a romantic horse ride, I think I just peed myself, and reenacts a notoriously difficult boss's method of punishment. I said 3 egg whites for the bunder cake. Black. Conan's ridiculousness seems to have rubbed off on her. Check out this clip of the celebrity homemaker proving her street cred on Late Night by drinking malt liquor and chowing down on a Taco Bell burrito. Number 5. When Conan O'Brien returned to television on TBS 4 years ago, we were all thrilled to learn that he would be bringing Andy Richter back with him. For the first in 7 years of Conan's Late Night, Andy gave us countless memorable bits and quips. Since his reunion with Conan, he's been as funny as ever. He has had many funny moments on the show, but we will be highlighting the 2 funniest moments of Andy Richter on Conan. The first one is when he had the perfect comeback for Chelsea Handler. Andy Richter is a large gentleman. He knows this and is probably quite used to hearing about it, but that doesn't mean he has to take your insults lying down, Chelsea handler. When Andy mentions that he likes swimming in the ocean, handler asks him if he floats a lot. His response is absolutely perfect. Number 6. The second one was when he auditioned to replace Barbara Walters on The View. Earlier this day, David Letterman announced he was retiring. While that job would ultimately go to Stephen Colbert, Andy set his sights on another gig, taking over Barbara Walters on The View. He claimed that he wanted to be the grand dame of daytime television, and as you can see from his audition tape, he's easily the best candidate for the job. Number 7. Conan makes fun of his own company. Luckily for Conan, TBS's parent company, Turner Broadcasting, also owns CNN, which led to a hilarious segment where Conan stood on a roof looking over Havana, pretending to be a journalist narrating the action. A dog started barking, then it started again, etc. I'm now realizing Anderson Cooper has a very easy job, Conan commented as a fake CNN scroll appeared on the bottom of the screen with the Charon dogs bark again. This went on for a while until he added, I think that we've just proven here is I could fill 6 hours a night on CNN. Guys, this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our future content. Also guys, please do check out one of the 2 videos you're seeing on screen right now. It really does help us out. With that said, I'll see you in the